Hello and welcome back to OmniFoot TV. This is your host Omar speaking. It's pretty late over here in Canada, and day 2 of the Euros is over. We are still in match day 1. I know that may sound a little confusing, but yeah. It is the second day of the tournament. 3 games have already been played, and I just wanted to react to all of them and mention my predictions, most of which have turned out wrong. So let's get into it. So the Swiss had an immaculate first half against the Hungarian national team. And despite the fact that the Hungarians did beat the Swiss in the World Cup, this does not or did not translate into this game in any way, shape, or form. Hungary completely capitulated. Their defense was all over the place. They were making mistakes at the back, the likes of which I've never seen. It didn't seem like they had any kind of focus. They looked completely defeated, utterly and completely defeated mentally. But they did come out in the second half and tried to fight back. Felt like I was watching a FIFA game at one point. I mean, Switzerland have a brilliant first half, lead by 2 goals at halftime. The Hungarians come back in the second half. They managed to bring a goal back into the game, make a couple of substitutions, try and push for a second to hopefully draw and make it out of that game with a point. And Brielle Mbolo drops something off his leg. I didn't really know what that was, so if anyone knows, just let me know in the comments below. And scores a goal in the 93rd minute to make it 3-1 to the Swiss, securing all 3 points. Classic Mbolo, and congratulations to the Swiss national team. Murat must be really happy with that one. Meanwhile, Rossi's going to have to do some deep soul searching and thinking in order to get this Hungarian side back together if they want to bring more to the table, because if they want to replicate the form that they showed in the last tournament that made people want to actually tune in and watch them this time, that made us all think that they could do something in this tournament, much less make it out of this group, they really got to get it together. The second game that was played, however, I predicted a 1-1 draw between Croatia and Spain. That did not happen whatsoever. Croatia did not show up. The Croatian midfield did not show up. I did say in my predictions that the midfield was starting to show its weaknesses a little. That the team's aging stars, their talisman, were not really gonna enter this tournament in full force. And that's exactly what happened. Their midfield just didn't show up. Their defense completely capitulated as well. I don't know what the hell has been going on, but we've seen a lot of goals. It's been 2 days into the tournament, and we've seen a lot of goals. I think until the Albania-Italy game, we had seen like 12 or 14. I lost count, really. But yeah, like 5-1 for the Germans against the Scots, 3-1 for Switzerland against Hungary, 3-0 for the Spanish against the Croats. Pretty big scorelines. And I just have to say, Morata, the Spain captain, really? Pardon me, just gotta fix that. Yeah, the glue that they have with these things isn't all that good. Thanks, Amazon. Anyways, Morata showed up. Lamine Yamal showed up. And Carvajal got his first Euros goal. I think this was his first ever Euros as well. And that Yamal assist was immaculate. And I've used that word a couple of times, mainly because it's on the nose. I think that Spain looked pretty good, but if they face off against a much stronger team, they could get hurt. And we'll see how they fare against the Italians. Now we move on to Italy. Albania managed to score in the first 30 seconds. Federico Di Marco's mistake with the throw-in is one thing. But how Bajrami managed to finish in front of Donnarumma? The yellow wall in Dortmund was replaced with a red one. The Albanians completely they were all over the place. They had conquered the stadium. It was incredible. Honestly, the atmosphere was amazing. And it kind of reminded me of the Hungarians in the Puskás Arena at the last Euros. And despite the fact that they got an early 1-0 lead, the Italians managed to score twice in quick succession in the first half. And the game was honestly very entertaining. But what I really liked about it was that the Albanian players were very confident on the ball. They were moving quite well, and you could tell that they just wanted to play. And I hadn't seen a team that's put in a shift so far in the tournament from the weaker sides who showed that hot-bloodedness, that sense of the high self-esteem and confidence to really just like, okay, these guys are the Giants, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall, so let's go with this. And they had a chance at the 90th minute that was almost going to turn the game on its head. I did predict Albania to finish third. And based on what I've seen, I think my prediction will happen, and I really hope that they do. So, yeah, that's it for my reaction to the second day of the tournament. I did predict, let me just run through the predictions so you guys can see this. I predicted a 3-1 win for the Germans against the Scots. Germany won 5-1. I predicted a 2-1 win for the Hungarians. They lost 3-1. And I predicted the Italians to beat Albania 2-1, which is the only proper result I got correct. This is the Spanish to draw with the Croats, 1-1. And yeah, that's basically been it so far. Pretty fun. If I had money on any of these bets, I would have probably lost a lot. So, thank you all for tuning in once again. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of my predictions and what you think of anything I have to say. I would like to have a good amount of discourse, the respectful kind, in the comments section with those who love the game as much as I do. And that's the whole point of this, right? And you will find the links to our social media accounts in the description below. We are on TikTok, X, here on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Yeah, 5 platforms. I lose track sometimes. Anyways, you'll find the links down there. Thank you for tuning in. I have been Omar. You guys have been wonderful, and I will see you all again in my next video.